Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is HD, and it's time for episode 3 of From Paris with Creep. Hope you guys have enjoyed this series, and Stefano is going to be your star, of course, the blue Zerg at the top right-hand corner. The map is Core Hall Compound, and his opponent, the next challenger here, is going to be another Terran player by the name of FX Open's Bratok. Bratok is one of the better-known Terran players in Europe, and the last Terran player that Stefano played, it was actually really close. Stefano had it was kind of going to the ropes, and Stefano was finally able to clear out that victory at the last minute, and it was certainly one of the closer games I've seen with Breach going for one of the most interesting playstyles I've seen in a while. So now it's going to be another Terran versus Zerg, and we'll see if Stefano can keep up this great record he's had so far. He's currently 2-0 in this season. And let me know what you guys think so far. I've really enjoyed casting Game of Thrones and this series From Paris with Creep. I'm not going to always be casting in this kind of style, obviously, with seasons representing only one player. I'll be reverting back to my old casting style. And of course, I also want to try to bring you guys those ladder games I was talking about, where I want to practice a little bit more and sharpen up and hone my skills in StarCraft 2. And as I said, Diablo 3 is coming out. Can't wait to see that. I'll be making some videos about that awesome game when it does come. And for those of you guys who are wondering, new developments here, with Stefano recently saying on his stream that he has a Code S invite from Korea. That's actually pretty big news. Stefano, a spectacular player, but I don't think he ever had the opportunity to get that Code S spot, even though he is a champion of IPL 3. IPL never had that agreement with the GSL that MLG did, where the winner gets a Code S spot. So now Stefano has been given an invite for free, and he said he's going to try his best to participate. And that should be pretty interesting. The only thing is, I talked to him a couple of weeks ago at IPL, or a month ago, and he said that he prefers to stay in the foreign scene because there's so much more money potentially involved, and there's more tournaments and all of that. And in the GSL, in Korea, you can get really swamped with so many good players there. It's very hard to win, and that's totally understandable. So we'll see if he pursues that option or not. Should be pretty interesting here. But getting back to this game, we'll see how he does against Bratok. Bratok sending in this SCV over to the main, and he's just going to scout the spawning pool and the extractor. Nothing too curious yet. Meanwhile, over at the Natural, we also have a command center going down on the low ground before the... interesting. So, not going for the factory opening, he's going to go one barracks, gases expand. Meanwhile, an Overlord is going to get popped here. Might get popped. Yes, it will get popped. Even if it should make it to the high ground. Oh! I was going to say, even if it should make it to the high ground, I think the Marines should be able to spot it if it can get up here. And it looks like that actually hurts Stefano pretty badly. Wow, he's supply blocked at 25 over 20. So now he's got to clear that block. He's making 2 Overlords right now. But he just started making the second one. So even when this first one comes out, he's still going to be blocked by a couple of supply points. Now he's once again almost blocked, and he's going to need that second Overlord pretty soon here. He might even need to make another one. So that's how much it hurts when you lose that initial Overlord. And Terrans know that, man. They're keen to sniff and take out Overlords that may just be finding themselves around the map. They're keen on making those Overlords crap in their pants before they die. So nice job by Bratok. And now gonna go with double gas. Pretty conventional here. He didn't add on a third barracks though, so he's gonna have more flexibility with upgrades. We'll see which way his gas takes him. Should be seeing a factory pretty soon here, and it looks like we have Marines moving out across the map. Bratok thinking about making an attack here. Interesting timing to kind of be pushing out. This is really risky because Zergling speed is about to finish, and Stefano, you never really know against Zerg, how many Zerglings there are going to be on the field. But Bratok is pushing here, and I think now he's going to retreat. I think he realizes this is just a little too risky. He'll leave this one sole Marine to hold down the fort, though. And that guy is tasked with holding down the Zelnaga Tower till death do him part. Drone now going to become the hatchery over at the third. And Stefano, he is the master of ZV almost everything, especially ZVP, but ZVT not too shabby at all. In fact, he actually went really far in IPL 4. He went all the way up to went all the way up to Marine King in, I think, the round of 8, or round of 4 or something like that, and then he dropped to Marine King. So that, you know, was one of the most spectacular matches I've had the pleasure of casting in a very long time. And he showed that he can hang in the game with the best of them. Obviously, that's why he has an invite from, you know, the Koreans. A code-as spot, man, that's not something to be taken lightly. If you could put that up on eBay, you know, a code-as spot to the GSL, to Korea, I'm sure it would go for thousands of dollars. And you can't do that. I don't think you can. But man, Stefano here is I'm looking forward to seeing him you know, continue through this series. I don't think he's going to drop a game at all, but we'll see. The third hatchery is starting to come up. He's making 20 Zerglings here and ground carapace along with the Roach Warren. As you guys avidly pointed out on YouTube, the carapace helps to negate tank shots and makes it so Zerglings will die in 2 shots rather than 1. We have Hellions coming out of the whoa. Hellions coming out and no tech lab for siege mode. This is very interesting, actually. Braddock is going with a mass orange flame. Is he just gonna go for a big 2 base all in here with Marines and Hellions? I actually think that's what he's doing. I think he's gonna wait for stim pack and combat shields, and he's just gonna push out with like 20 Hellions and 20 Marines. That's actually kind of crazy, but the thing here is he should know, you know, Stefano loves roaches in ZVT. He gets roaches almost all the time now in Zerg versus Terran because it gives him map control, and he really likes making about 6 to 8 of them. And roaches will shut down Marine Hellion unless Bradhawk has a lot of Marines. And here comes those Hellions. They have revealed themselves now, a lot of Orange Flame Hellions, and now Stefano, there we go. There's the 5 roaches. As to be expected, he had the Roach Horn ready to go, just an emergency situation, and this is where he needs it. 8 roaches now coming out, 10 roaches now coming out. Bradtalk's window of opportunity is closing here, and his stim pack and combat shields were not even close to being finished. Bradtalk trying to transition into more barracks here. He's got to do a lot of damage with these Hellions. He will roast up 1 roach. I think Bradtalk kind of should have waited for the Marines and waited for stim pack and combat shields. I don't know, man. This is really risky. Hellions are not good against roaches, and there's a lot of roaches here now. Zerglings coming in as well. The Hellions are on creep. The Hellions are now off creep. And it looks like, oh, Bradtalk not paying attention to those 2 Hellions. He loses them for free. And this mass Hellion squadron strategy, I don't think is going to play out too well for Bradtalk. He's going to lose a lot of them, and, you know, he can pull back, but if you're going to make this many Hellions, you definitely need to kill off some drones. And as of yet, he hasn't done so. His rally point is still all foobarred, and he's losing Hellions as a result. Stefano is just chilling right now. Wow. We should have just named this series Dominating from Stefano. How to dominate StarCraft 2. Currently, he is one of the best players in the world. And I don't know, man. I don't think any foreigner can hold a candle to him. He is America's only hope. America's best hope. Kind of a running joke in the community. He's actually French. And I don't know, man. This is looking pretty dicey for Bradtalk. I just saw Concussive Shells finishing for his tech lab, so he's going to try to switch it up into Marauders now. Pretty much another unconventional strategy here from another Terran player, hoping to take down Stefano in the series from Paris with creep, but you know what? I don't know, man. He's going to have to make a lot of Marauders. He's going to need a ton of them on the field. His Hellions haven't done diddly squat. And try to make a Planetary Fortress now at the bottom right. Also has a missile turret to combat Burrow. But these Hellions are going to get cornered in. Nah. 2 Hellions dropping, 3 Hellions dropping, 4th falls as well, and only 2 remain. You can take a couple of flamethrower shots to the hide of those tough roaches, but it's unlikely to do any damage. And here comes Braddock. He's not paying attention. He walks up, and now he's got a stim to get out. He's found himself in a terrible position. Oh, man, Braddock's head was not in the game here. Or maybe he just got completely cold countered. I don't really know what is going on, but Stefano is just going to crush him with pure roaches here. Unless Bradtalk can get some more Marauders out. He does have 2 medevacs. Can he hold? Marauders are really good against roaches. He's got 1-1 while the roaches only have 1 armor. Will he be able to do it? He's trying to run up the ramp here, but Zergling reinforcements have arrived, and he doesn't have a wall to fall back to. It's open, and he's going to have to make a stand between the supply depots, but it will not be enough. There's just too many roaches and Zerglings, and I think Stefano is going to take game 3 Episode 3 from Paris with Creep. Booyakasha! Look at how much creep he's spreading on the map here, and how much aggression he's applying. That's Stefano for you. And I think that's going to be pretty much all she wrote. Well, Stefano's just going to fall back to the natural now and try to take out the remains of the command center, the orbital command, and the supply depots. And actually, Bratok is going to hold here, but what about the third? There's a planetary fortress here. Bratok needs to start repairing, but the Zerglings have already circumferenced the orbital, or the planetary, and so that makes it difficult for the SCVs to repair. The planetary fortress drops, and now Bratok is in a whole new world of hurt. That's going to be pretty much it. There is a medevac moving out, but no, it's not going to be enough, and Bratok also GG's to Stefano. This man from France is on a rampage right now, and it shows in this replay pack, it shows in the community. He is unstoppable, and many Koreans regarding him as equal to their level. That's why he's got an invite to the Codas spot, and that is why Stefano is the champion of IPL 3 and has been doing a fantastic job. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. I hope you guys enjoyed this series so far. More episodes to come in From Paris with Creep. And we'll see what happens in episode 4. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. HD signing out.